Welcome back to my channel. It's Kim from Winter and Sparrow. Let's get started making a dusty rose and lamb's ear wreath for fall. It's a wreath that's not orange and brown, which is awesome. And we are going to start by using a 14-inch grapevine wreath. We're using a bush of dusty rose roses, wildflowers, and some beautiful green lamb's ear. Now I'm going to take my wire cutters and I'm going to cut off the stems from the main piece. You're going to cut at the bottom. You don't want to make sure you don't cut them too short because you never know how long you're going to need them. So when you cut them, always cut them at the bottom. And yes, it's very hard on the hands. So take your time, do what you can. So cut them off, take that stem, that wire, throw it in the trash. Move on to the next bunch. Now for me, I wanted my flowers to be in the same color range, which is why I picked these flowers that look like they're similar colors because I wanted them to be a nice contrast with the green lamb's ear. So you don't have to use this color, use whatever color you want, but make sure that it's going to contrast with the lamb's ear. You'll end up with a prettier wreath. So now that I have all of the stems cut from the bush, I'm taking the wildflowers and I'm dividing them in half, and I'm just going to lay it out on the grapevine wreath to see how I want to arrange it. I normally don't have all my flowers piled on top of the wreath when I make it this way, but for the sake of the video, this is how I'm doing it. So I've got the wildflowers out and I'm like, duh, I forget the main thing, the lamb's ear. So let me go back and clip the lamb's ear. We're going to even clip that off of the main bush. Go back, remove the wildflowers, and put the lamb's ear down. This wreath is all about layering, and I like to start with the greenery in the back. It just makes the color pop. Now I've added all of those roses on top, and as I'm doing it, I'm hating how it looks. It just looks too much, like just over the top. So you'll see in the video, I don't use all the roses. So now we get to the fun part, which is stabbing the grapevine wreath with the floral bushes. And now you can cut them down. Basically, all you're doing is however you arranged it before, now you're going to stick the stems into the grapevine wreath. And just arrange it to where you're happy. Now I'm kind of doing a swag thing on the bottom and the top. So you'll see that as I'm doing it. Now you don't want to glue anything or use any type of floral attachment because you may end up changing it. So just stick it in the grapevine wreath and arrange it as you go. And definitely pick it up from time to time and see how everything is flowing and laying out because you may want to switch it up. When I put the rose bushes in, the rose stems, you can see I pulled off a few of the leaves. I didn't need all those leaves at the bottom. And then I ended up only using one on each side of this swag. I like it a lot better than all of those roses. We kind of want the beautiful lamb's ear to enhance the colors, not have it the other way around where it looks gaudy. If you have any pieces in your floral stems that aren't laying like they should, you can always cut them and go back and reinsert them. That's the great thing about working with grapevine. And at this part in the video, my hands are really hurting from using those wire cutters. I gotta tell you, I am not a fan. So now if you're happy with the way everything's laid out, you want to bust out the hot glue gun and the glue sticks and glue everything on. Now I added a burlap wired ribbon that I had previously made. If you're not sure how to make one, I'm going to link below to show you how to make one. Very easy, I promise. And I just hot glued that on in the middle. And I threw some leftover eucalyptus in there that you can see, and voila, we have a fall wreath. Thanks so much.